You're listening to Turi Writer's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. How much you love your pets can pale in comparison to how much you love your people, or the other way around.
Today is Kevin, my goat, and Derp, my cat's 4th birthday. They were both born today, 4 years ago.
Mazel
From
tov.
different mothers.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
I'd like to point that out. They're brothers from different mothers.
I've heard that expression, yes.
Yes, and then last night, Kevin came like this close, and I'm showing you like my fingers together to being rehomed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This is really unusual. Well, everything Kevin does is unusual for goats, okay? Let me just start with that.
Okay.
And he's an unusually large goat. Everybody who comes over goes, whoa, he's huge. He's like well over 7 feet tall when he stands straight up.
Who did he attack, your wonderful goat?
My husband.
Ooh.
In the back.
Oh, no.
As he was carrying Bermuda grass out to their feeder. He just like butted him really hard. And Frankie came in with some choice words. And I tried not to listen, but the words got choicier.
Yeah.
And then I also right now have Eve, who won't go out in the goat yard or help with the goats at all because he bites her. And he only has teeth like on half of his mouth because that's how goats are. But it pinches. So she's afraid of Kevin. Kevin attacked the hand that feeds him literally. But Kevin loves me. As soon as I go outside, he comes over, and rubs up against me like a dog and wants to be petted. And he gives me kisses. And yes, I bottle raised him, so I'm kind of like his human mama. But I felt really bad for Frankie because he was hurt.
So
he was
let
really upset.
Let me get this straight now. You have to choose between your husband and
my goat.
And a goat. And this is something you need to really think about.
Well, my husband is the goat because he is the greatest husband of all time.
Right.
So that makes him. They're both goats.
Kevin the goat is not a goat. He is not the greatest of all time. He is a destruction on 4 legs. Why is this a question in your mind?
Okay, no, it wasn't. So Frankie went, like I said, I got his choice words. He went out to his giant 2,000 square foot manhole to get over it. And I was by myself and I messaged Kevin's original mom. Mm-hmm. She didn't birth him, but she has the mom who birthed him and said, I'm having this trouble with Kevin. And she said that that's really unusual for Nubian goats to attack people. And she had never heard of that before. And I said, well, I need to rehome him. And she said she would look around. And I said, but they have to know that he randomly attacks people. And I'm thinking, who wants this great big giant 100-pound plus goat that attacks people?
Cubans who make stew.
Yeah, no. That's what exactly I didn't want, which is why he did not go up on Facebook Marketplace, because there are a lot, not just Cubans, a lot of people up here eat goat.
Well, why not?
A lot. And if Kevin goes, that means the dude has to go with him, because even though they're not related, the dude's birthday's in a few days. But they're like brothers. Little brother, big giant brother.
Does it occur to you that you're anthropomorphizing these goats maybe a little too much?
No, you need to come and sit with my goats.
No, they'll attack me. Why would I do that?
I'll tell them not to. Well, the dude doesn't attack anyone. He just comes in the house and eats all the plants.
All right. Well, let me tell you how this went at my house when we had an animal that preferred me and hated everything else. We had, and as a matter of fact, it was the spousal unit who had rescued what we thought was Pia, the bantam chicken, who turned out to be Pio, the bantam rooster.
Yeah.
And I don't know how P.O. knew this, but P.O. knew women from men. And he would, I mean, it was almost obscene. He would snuggle into my chest and he would make nice little noises and burrow his little feathery head. And any man from the plumber to the spousal unit, he would simply launch himself. He would launch himself claws first, straight at the face or head of any male.
Well, do you think that that maybe could be because you named him P.O. and
What?
that's pissed off?
No, not P.O. It's a Spanish name. It's actually
That sounds like pissed off. That's all. I
no,
think that he's just giving you
no.
his destiny by
Pio
that name.
Pio in Spanish, that's like chick 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 to and they go pio pio pio. That's what they say chickens say in Spanish. So to circle back to the main and not very nice point here, clearly I love my husband more than you love your husband because I didn't think twice about sending Pio to a hobby farm in Northern California. And you are still contemplating whether or not you're going to keep your husband from being trampled by a 7-foot goat.
Well, I did make an attempt to rehome my goats, and I was really sad. And then Frankie came in the house good half hour later, I guess. And I told him that, okay, I'm rehoming my goats. And he said, you can't rehome your goats. You love them and they love you. And I said, but they hurt you. And he said, that's okay. I'll figure it out. And then I told
Oh,
Eve I'm rehoming the goats. And she sent all these crying emojis. And I'm like, wait a minute. All you do is complain that Kevin bites you. And she said, I know, but I still love him.
oh,
So,
this is bad. This is bad. You don't want to have that kind of dysfunctional relationship where you love things because they hurt you. That's very bad.
well, I think that that's kind of has to do with having a baby because nothing hurts more than that. And she sure loves that little guy.
What
I did research.
what are you going to do when Kevin launches himself at Frankie's head and leaves him with like permanent damage? What are you going to do then?
Frankie's going to have
A,
on
a
him
helmet?
a large, no, a squirt gun. Because if you squirt goats in their face and yell no, they're supposed to learn that that's not the correct
And and
behavior.
how will he do that while he's carrying a bale of grass?
You ask too many questions.
All right then. That's just shut me right. That's my problem all my life, by the way. Is
I know.
any sentence that begins with, well, has anyone noticed that? Or what about the fact that, and then comes the thing that nobody wanted me to say. And I guess,
You ask too many questions.
yeah.
I will invent something and go on Shark Tank, and it will be a thing that goes like a squirt gun that goes around your head, and you have holes on both sides and on the front and back. And all you have to do is push a button, and it'll squirt water on any goat that's trying to attack you from any side of your body. How's that?
I'm seeing a nice stew with olives
No,
and garlic and
no,
tomato. And
no, you will not eat my goat. No one shall eat my goat. But yes, I did make the effort for him to go away. And then my family said no.
so have you
So
rescinded the request?
yeah,
Oh, I
yes,
wouldn't. I
I
would leave it
told
out there because
first
when
thing this morning
oh,
I rescinded the request because I don't want him to go. I love Kevin loves me.
and let me
He's
just
my
let's
baby.
just consider this. You have a husband who's willing to be kicked in the head by a goat because he loves you. You have a
Well, he's never
daughter.
kicked him in the head.
You you
He just
you have a
butts him.
yet you have a daughter who's willing to be bitten even though she's got other responsibilities because she loves you. You don't have enough love somehow that you can't give up this maniac goat?
You ask too many questions.
This goat is
That's
a metaphor. This goat is a metaphor for everything that is wrong with your life. That's what this goat is.
no, that's not true. He they cleaned that whole big 1/3 of an acre dog yard nice and cleaned so that Frankie doesn't have to mow it.
Well, I think you should give Frankie that choice. Frankie, goat or mow?
He would pick Mo.
Mo.
No, not Mo.
Oh,
He would pick goats.
no, I think your first answer was actually the accurate one, and then you
No,
revised.
I swear. Frankie said don't get rid of him. I swear. So I have to go buy one of those big squirt guns, maybe even just a spray bottle.
Maybe you have to go out there every time Frankie goes out there so that the discipline comes from the parent he cares about.
Well, then I have to put on like boots and
Clothes?
stuff.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
clothes.
clothes.
You go out there nude. I don't think anybody's going to care. It's your 14 acres. Go out there
And
nude and
there's-
squirt the goat in the
nobody-
face. Who cares?
Well, we do have Eve's partner. Which
He'll be at
it
work.
It
Work.
could turn him gay.
He goes to
He saw me naked.
goes to work. Have you there is an outfit called a muumuu that never really made much sense until now.
That's, I remember the moo Actually, it's in the movie South Pacific. I think all the women wear those great big giant moo
Did they? I thought
Yeah.
they wore little tiny bikinis and grass skirts in a supreme version of objectification, but what do I know?
Yeah, no, that was just in the movie. I
Oh.
remember my dad telling me about the South Pacific, where he was stationed during World War II.
Oh, in the real South Pacific.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
well, probably keep them safe from people like your dad.
No, my dad was married to my mom, I think.
But people
Oh,
like
wait, no, he wasn't.
people like your dad.
You mean the Marines, hoorah? Don't
Yeah,
say that.
Them, yeah. If
Okay.
I had to go to work in the middle of battalions of Marines in wartime, I'd wear a muumuu and a burqa.
Yeah, that's true too. Agreed. But anyway, back to the two goats.
Yeah,
Kevin the goat and Frankie the greatest of all time husband.
yeah.
I'm keeping both of them.
Tick, tick,
I
Tick.
know you're doing
Tick.
TikTok.
tick. Kaboom! All right. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see how this works out.
And I missed somewhere where you didn't wish Kevin a happy birthday. He's 4 today.
Well, I was going to ask you, what will you be doing to celebrate? See, right, this is right up there with Rainbow Bridge
I'm gonna give him
and
I'm
Heavenly
gonna give him-
Birthday and people making birthday parties for their pets. I just
He
cannot.
gets a banana peel. That's his birthday present.
Well, okay.
Is that low grade enough for you?
That's pretty low grade. If you give your goat a banana peel for his birthday, no wonder he's kicking people in the head.
That's
you-
his favorite treat.
If you gave me a banana peel for my birthday, I'd kick people in the head too.
I throw it on the floor.
On the other hand, I did
just-
get a slice of cold pizza for Hanukkah one year. That was
And
not
I
good.
was there.
You saw it yourself.
Yes, I did. But yes, he'll get his. And I'm also trying to get them to give him more treats. To more animal crackers.
Okay, so
More banana peels.
let's reward the bad behavior with treats.
Well, no, you just bribe him to be good.
No, he'll just kick you in the head to get more treats.
No, he won't. He can't kick anybody in the head because we're all taller than him
Tick,
when he's
tick,
on 4 legs.
tick. Yeah, but he'll kick with his front feet because he can.
And I'm going to get him a new tetherball so that will take a lot of his energy. He loves to play tetherball. So he'll just knock that around and run around the trees. You've seen that.
I have. I don't understand any of it except for the part with olives and tomatoes and garlic.
Yeah, goodbye. We're done.
Yeah, that's the part I recognize. Thanks for listening to the Tory Writers She Said What podcast. Since you've made it to the end, you might want to know that my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air, is not only available in print, but now also in complete audiobook form, narrated by me and available on Audible.